Hey, welcome back. It's Eric, the Big E Arnold here on this Sunday, September 12th. And we get 5 NFL picks for you here on this Sunday, week 1. I missed the Thursday night pick. But yesterday, we had 9 winners, 4 losers in college football. Sure, throw those slides up real fast. Missed the Ohio State game. That was one of our losses. Hey, you know, when you're right 57% of the time, you're wrong 43% of the time. So can't win them all. And if you're going to be wrong, let's be wrong, you know. So Ohio State losing outright, humiliating loss. Good day, though, for you people, you college football fans, a really good day for you. 2 of the most hated teams in college football, and it could have been 3, but Notre Dame escaped by just that much. Texas and Ohio State get beat. You're welcome. You know, I'm an Ohio State alum, so I can't really say I'm too excited about losing to Oregon. But, hey, Oregon kicked our ass. You know, what can you say? I mean, they're the better team. It wasn't an accident. We didn't play, you know, I heard Gus Johnson saying, well, Ohio State hasn't played their best game. How the hell do you know, dude? This could be our top end. Frankly, I think we played about as well as we could have played yesterday. Oregon's just better than we are, period. I'm not going to try to sugarcoat that and say, oh, well, they got lucky. They didn't get lucky. They kicked our ass. They're better than we are at this point in the season. Now, will some of our freshmen, can we coach these guys up and make them play better? Probably. But at this point, we're not very good. All right, what else? You know, back to, you know, our series on, hey, the country is under Nazi assault and you need to do something about it. This vaccination mandate, which I keep telling you people, is the worst thing I've ever seen in my lifetime. I'm thinking of my Democrat friends out there who voted for Joe Biden, the man pushing, him and his handlers, pushing this horrific vaccination mandate. I'm thinking about what I need to say to you all to get you to come over to my side on this issue if you're not already. That you need to help us fight this thing. Otherwise, as I keep saying, this is it. If they get this through without pushback, they can do anything, and they will do anything. I'm thinking of one of my friends, and he might actually be watching this video. He's a Democrat. He hates Trump. I can't really go ahead and say, oh, you have no reason to hate Trump. There's a lot of reasons to hate Trump. So he has fixed on a number of these reasons, and he hates him. But there's a lot of things that would make this guy fit over on our side of the aisle. You know, he's a gun owner, independent, salt of the earth kind of guy, blue collar, union dude. My comment to you would be, if they go ahead with the stroke of a pen and force a whole bunch of people who have chosen not to get a medical procedure, they force them to get this thing under punishment of losing their jobs. How long do you think it's going to be until they do the exact same thing to your guns? How long do you think that's going to take? And they're going to do it the exact same way. They've already telegraphed it. The CDC has already used words to the effect of guns and public health epidemic, things to that effect. Well, we can't allow the Americans to continue to own all these guns. The Constitution, that doesn't matter. Does that matter with this vaccination mandate? Do they say the words Constitution? They just ignore it. And that's what they're going to do with the guns. They're going to ignore what the Second Amendment says, and they're just going to come out and say, health trumps all, people getting shot, can't have this anymore, we're taking the guns. And don't laugh. I mean, did they take the guns in Europe? Did they take the guns in Australia? Where I might add, they're all locked in their homes right now by the government that took the guns. And they don't even give them alcohol, apparently. They are now rationing the amount of alcohol they give them in their own homes. They won't let them go out. They won't feed them. They tell them how much they can drink. Coming to a place near you if you let this kind of stuff continue. Just saying. Just saying. So you think about that, Mr. Gun Owner. You think about whether this is the right public policy being foisted on us by Biden and his handlers. You think about that. Now, if your question is, well, what am I going to do about it? I mean, I don't want to vote for Trump. Well, Trump's not in this at the moment. He's not part of the equation. And I'll do a series later about what are we going to do about this. But right now, I just want you to think about, do you want to even help us? You Democrats, you my Democrat friends out there, do you even want to help us? Do you even think this is a problem? Or are you all, yay mandate? Fuck those unvaccinated people that are fucking up this whole country. They're the ones that are making it all bad. They are to blame. I agree with Joe Biden. It is you, 80 million unvaccinated Americans, that have hurt us all. And I have lost patience with you. So I will now move you out of the way. Yes. Well, hey, that's what I'm trying to do is, if you think that way, I'm trying to convince you maybe to see it another way. That's all. Okay. NFL, let's get to that. Honestly, I have very little confidence in these picks, despite the fact that I used to be pretty good at the NFL. I really did. But I don't know. I'm looking at some of these teams and I'm like, I could not for the life of me remember what these teams did last year. I had to look some of it up. I don't know. So we're unsure how we're going to do here. Of course, I said that yesterday and we went 9-4. So we'll see. But we'll take the Eagles, another homer pick. I know. And I took them all year. At the beginning of last year, I said, this Eagles team is a bad team. And then I proceeded to play them the whole year and, got my ass kicked by them all year long, despite me saying at the outset that it was a bad team. So I was right, and then I refused to stick with what I knew and just kept playing them. But we got some rationale here. We're getting a half a point. We like that. Falcons, they're going to play Tampa next week. I always think that's somewhat of a look-ahead deal, even though today's the opener, and how do you look past the opener? You're playing the champions next week. You're always going to kind of have your eye over the horizon there, one of two ways. Either if you're close to the champions, that's a team you want to get over on. You want to beat them. You want to, that's your measuring stick. Or if they're much better than you are, that's kind of the team you're dreading. It's like, holy shit, we got to play Tampa next week. We're going to get embarrassed, going to get our asses kicked, going to be on Sports Center looking stupid as passes go flying over our heads and we flail about, unable to stop them. So yeah, either way, you're looking over the horizon at that good team. So that's what we're thinking here. The Falcons are doing that. One of the things that Mark and I, Mark, the aforementioned brother, who has guest hosted or been a guest on this show numerous times, he bleeds Eagle Green. I guess it's Kelly Green, technically. I think that's our color. Or is it Midnight Green? Anyway, we both think the defense is going to be improved for the Eagles. We've both been of the opinion that former defensive coordinator Jim Schwartz has held this defense back for years, and now getting rid of him, we just think that's going to open up so many more possibilities with a new coach. The Falcons have an offensive line that's beat up already. You're saying, how can that be possible? It's the first game. Yeah, that's a good question, but they've, I think, got a stone-cold rookie at center. I think they've got another backup in at guard. We think the Eagles are going to really do some business up the middle and disrupt that Falcon offense. The Eagles, neither team showed anything in the preseason, so it's just kind of hard to, know what's going to happen here. But just to feel, we're getting 3.5 points. Both teams were bad last year. We'll take the Eagles. Steelers, Bills. These two teams played last year in a cold, windy night up in Buffalo. Bills won relatively easily, but the Steelers played like complete shit. They must have dropped 100 passes in that game. That was my memory of it. The Steelers receivers just could not catch a cold that night. They just drop. Well, they should have ideal conditions today. The Steelers were great early in the year last year, and then they faded. So we're not, are they what they were at the end of the year? Because if that's the case, then, well, we're going to lose. They're a bad team, and we're going to lose. But we're going to say that's not the case. The Steelers generally are a pretty good road team. The Bills, everybody's putting these guys in the Super Bowl. I don't know. I mean, I like what they're doing up there. They've got something going. It does appear that they're all pulling on the rope at the same time up there. But now we're putting these dudes in the Super Bowl. Not even that. I would say they're probably the popular pick to win it all. I don't know. This is maybe just a pick against that. That maybe the Bills are just getting ahead of themselves, that their eyes are getting too big for their plates, and, looking ahead next week to a tough divisional game against Miami on the road. Don't look past the Steelers. That's a real tough opponent here, and I'm just not sure. 6.5 points, the Steelers are that much worse than the Bills? I'm not sure I'm buying that. I'll take the points. I'll take the Steelers. Patriots, Dolphins. We made a lot of money last year with the Dolphins. We told you that. It's like, this is a team on the move. So get on board. Here we go. And sure enough, they had a great year against the spread. Probably one of the best years they've had in years down there. So but then now, it just seems like maybe the spin is off the axis a little bit. They seem unsure of their quarterback, and that's never a good thing. That it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy when you tell the whole world, hey, we're stockpiling draft picks and we're listening to any offers we can get because we may just go ahead and get another quarterback. The guy we got, we just don't know. That kind of poison then just permeates everything. The guys in the locker room are like, oh, wow. I mean, maybe Tua can't do it. And Tua's over there going, I didn't think I was doing that bad. But, the word's coming down from on high that they're not sure about this guy Tagliafico or whatever the heck, I butchered his name, Tua, whatever. So they're not sure. Well, on the other hand here now, the Patriots, I think they're lined up and ready to go where they want to go. Last year, bad year for the Patriots, bad year for them. And frankly, I laid off on Cam Newton. Probably a hell of a nice guy who's good to his mother, but I don't think he's a very good quarterback anymore. And they really did not play well, and I think a lot of it could be traced right back to Cam Newton, who's now gone. And I think the stone-cold rookie they have is, first snap he takes in the NFL, I think he's better than Cam Newton. He has a better arm. He can read defenses better. At this point in his career, he's probably just as mobile as Newton is. Newton's just not that mobile anymore. It's over for Cam Newton. I'm sorry. You're just not a very good quarterback anymore. So I think is a big improvement there at quarterback. And Belichick, I think, is now going to be able to do a lot of things that he could not do on offense last year. Plus, the Patriots generally own the Dolphins as well as, they generally own everybody in the AFC East. So we're paying a little bit of a price here, and, but you're looking at this. The Dolphins were 10-6 last year. The Patriots, I think, were 6-10. and the Patriots are a 3.5-point favorite, don't get it's not a trap. There's a reason for that, and we're getting on the reason. The Patriots are better, so that's what we're taking there. Here's one I like, and this is just me, and we'll see if I'm right or not. You know, the whole world's telling you that Belichick's going to beat the Dolphins. Do you believe them or not? Here, the whole world is telling you nothing, but I'm telling you, Matt Rule is one hell of a goddamn coach. He coaches the Carolina Panthers, in case you didn't know, and you probably didn't. And all this guy does is cover numbers. He is a magician. He has won everywhere he's been. He's won in places that it's impossible to win. He's done things that Urban Meyer hasn't done, that Nick Saban hasn't done, that Jimmy Johnson hasn't done. He's won at Temple, for Christ's sakes. Nobody wins at Temple. He went down to Baylor. He won down there. Now he's in the NFL. And until somebody stops this guy, I say he just keeps right on going. He's only laying 3.5 to the terrible Jets. Everybody says Sam Darnold sucks. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. Why? Because Matt Rule went out and got him. If Matt Rule says that guy can play, then he can play. That's what I'm saying on that. Matt Rule didn't have to go get Sam Darnold. He could have hung on to Teddy Bridgewater, but he said, I can upgrade here. This guy's better. And that's what I think, is that Darnold is going to improve the Panthers, who weren't terrible last year, especially against the number. They're getting back an all-pro running back there in McCaffrey. That guy is a weapon. So I would say, again, you may beg to differ, but based on Rule's opinion, improved quarterback, super all-pro running back, that both these dudes, not there last year, and I'm playing what was, I guess, second worst team in the league last year on my home field, and I'm only laying 3.5 points? Yeah, oh yeah. Give me the Panthers. Give me the Panthers. And then Monday night in Las Vegas, we are going to take the home dog Oakland Raiders. I just like saying that because, that just has a better feel and flavor to it than the Las Vegas Raiders. But I don't know. I mean, the Ravens, it just seems like it's all spinning backwards for these guys right now. Lots of injuries out of camp, no running backs. For a team that wants to run the ball and they don't have any running backs, that kind of sucks. And I'm talking about the Ravens. So also, I just made me think there's something about these home crowds out in Las Vegas for some reason. When they put that new hockey team out there in Las Vegas, I don't know that much about hockey. I know that it's unheard of that an expansion team is as good as that Las Vegas Knights expansion team was. It was crazy. It was like, in baseball, the 62 Mets were the worst team in baseball history. They drop an expansion team into Las Vegas, and they're in the finals in the first year. It's like, what the hell is this possible? Well, I think some of that's got to be just some kind of Vegas magic, Vegas home crowd advantage, that these people out there are starved for a team of their own. I think the Raiders are going to have a big home field advantage out there. Now that they actually, I think they have, I could be wrong. I don't know if there are any COVID restrictions right now. It seems like these COVID restrictions are geared pretty peculiar, oddly. In other words, student, you must wear a mask in your Philosophy 101 class. Oh, but when you're shoulder to shoulder with 100,000 of your best friends on Saturday, no, you don't need a mask. You don't need a mask, period. Take those goddamn things off! Jesus. Anyway, I digress. But, the Raiders will take the points at home on a Monday night. Some people like to play that. Some people live for that. Home dog on a Monday night. Here we go. So, Eagles, Steelers, Patriots, Panthers, and the Raiders. Those are our plays here. Well, we'll try to keep up. We'll try to keep up next week. Baseball's kind of fallen by the wayside, unfortunately, because I'm good at baseball. But we're just kind of running out of time. We're out of time. So we'll do the best we can. And we appreciate anybody here, anybody considering changing their thoughts on the vaccine mandates. We appreciate anyone that's given any thought at all to that. If you're not listening to that part of the video and you're just going to the picks, okay, you're getting all this stuff for free. I mean, all I'm asking is maybe you just broaden your mind just that much. Just all I'm asking. All right. Thanks. Appreciate you. Hit the like button. View or give it to your friends so they can view. I mean, you can't view it twice, so I guess you could. If you viewed it twice, I guess I would show more views. All right, we'll see you later.